Welcome to Security Check. We can't delay this problem anymore.
I knew it was coming.
You knew it. I have been talking about it.
Yeah.
Today we are talking about the delay keyword and what problems, at least in my opinion, it brings to the Digimon card game, and how it might be one of the biggest reasons why the game has
sped up so much.
In a sense, because it's like delays. It's an effect where you delay something to a later turn.
Yeah,
but most of our delay effects are like search a card and then gain memory later, and it's like way too efficient at what it does, and you can stack these delays so much that you can have these like, well, I start from one memory but I actually have 7 on my turn.
Yeah, because they are just hiding on the field.
Yeah.
Hiding inside.
Yeah, so for those who don't, for some reason, know, delay is a keyword that like it's on cards that do something when you play the card. Usually they're on cards that do something when you play the card, and then they stay on the field, and on a later turn you can use the delay effect, put the card into your trash and do something.
Delay reads, after this card is placed, by trashing it in the next turn or later, activate the effect below, and then there is an effect.
Yeah.
And we have a purple memory boost here that says gain 2 memory.
Yeah. And then we have the trainings that lets you evolve for 2 cheaper. We have other memory boost cards that gain memory, and we have all, of course, before we go to the biggest like problems, I want to say that the delay keyword is kind of interesting in my opinion if it would have been used like differently and not just like stacking memory cheat on memory cheat on memory cheat on top of it all the time. So we have all seen delays like at this point the new Phantom Pain from like
it's interesting.
It's a Lilithmon delay that plays with if you have a Lilithmon, you can delay at the end of your opponent's turn to delete their unsuspended Digimon. It's a control card.
Yeah,
it's an interesting
then we have like Biting Crush that is much more interesting delay card.
Yeah, and we have the Myotismon delay card, the Mist Barrier.
When your Myotismon is deleted, play one Venom Myotismon from your trash.
We have stuff like this, and these are kind of interesting.
These are much more interesting.
Yeah. Although I have to say, like, stuff like Biting Crush and Mist Barrier are kind of like pseudo memory cheat also, because it's like you get this humongous Digimon randomly.
But it's still different because you can't just pop them and Digivolve for cheaper, and your opponent needs to do something to trigger them, so your opponent can play around those.
Yeah.
Of course you can play around with memory blockers and Suakomons or stuff, but level 3s are easy to remove.
Level 3s are easy to remove, and of course the fact that trainings and memory boosts are not blocked with the same level 3.
Yeah.
The same floodgate doesn't work on both of those.
Yeah.
So if your opponent plays more trainings, then your like memory blocker, Chumons and stuff like that are useless. And then if they play more memory boosts, then your Suakomons and stuff are useless.
Yeah, I've been playing Yellow Vaccine Armor really much, and I don't like to use trainings in the deck because if you are breaking, you want to see more cards. So you would like to play Memory Boost for 3 and Search Top 4. But because Numemon is a thing and Numemon plays Chumon, your Memory Boosts are useless after that.
Yeah, if you can't remove them.
Yeah, but if you are breaking, you probably can't remove them. So.
Yeah.
But that's why I nowadays again play these trainings in the deck. By the way, remember to like and subscribe, check out Blockhouse Games link down in the description, and consider becoming a channel member to help us out.
All that good shit.
Yeah, so we
in the middle.
Yeah, so we don't get choked by Adobe subscriptions.
We can't be choked if we have enough memory boosts.
Yeah, that's true.
Enough channel members. But yeah, the delay, and I have been saying this for a long time, but for a long time in this at this point, I think Bandai should have made delays like hard once per turn.
Yeah.
So you can't just like, if delay was hard once per turn, then your opponent needs to use, if they have multiples of those delays, they have to start using them like earlier and more aggressively if they want to get through all of them. And they can't go just like, okay, you gave me 2 memory, I'm going to play like training.
Mirage Gagamon is a really great example in this field, and maybe one of the reasons why you are so annoyed of delays. Because Mirage plays like 4 trainings and 3 to 4 memory boosts.
Yeah.
And when those stack, and when you hit your opponent to security and you give them a free Digivolution or memory boost or something, you just feel like losing the game at the moment.
And it can be stuff like, okay, your opponent played like training or memory boost or something, and then you hit their security for a training or a memory boost, and you're like, well, my opponent just gained 2 extra memory on their turn because I tried to win the game.
Yeah, it punishes you so hard.
Yeah, and because you can stack those, you can activate multiples in one turn. You can go through these like, even if you don't have anything on the board, and then your opponent swings twice, like training boost or something, you suddenly have at least 5 memory to use on your turn randomly. So it's like,
I kind of understand that, yeah, you put those cards in the deck because you want them to be like scary to your opponent, but it's just so punishing.
And I think it's not it's not right to punish your opponent for trying, or like, of course, like you have these security effects that can like delete your opponent's Digimons or stuff like that from the security, but I still think it's not fun to punish your opponent for trying to win the game by them giving you more memory so they can just out your board.
Yeah.
And usually those removal options have like certain opportunity cost to putting them on your deck, to your deck. They're usually not super good top decks to draw, or because they're like 8 memory.
Yeah, if you draw like Trident Gaia, and you don't have a level 3, you are kind of screwed. But if you draw training or memory boost and you don't have a 3, you are like, okay, I can just play this.
Yeah, because the opportunity cost to play trainings and memory boosts in your deck is so low that you can just jam them to your deck and they don't like hinder you most of the time at all. They're probably just helping you get those superb turns where you just out the field and stuff like that. Maybe someone could say that, okay, we need to have these so you can climb and try to out your opponent's boards. But if both sides don't have that many of the memory gain effects and boosts, that could like slow the game down a little bit, and maybe you don't just go like from level 3 to level 6 by paying something like 3 memory for something or something. So I don't enjoy delays as they are now.
Yeah.
And like, I hate the stacking of them. That is my biggest gripe. Even when I have like multiple trainings on my field, it just feels like I'm cheating most of the time when I just go, I'm going through all of my combo on this one turn, and then you probably lose. If you don't have your own combo coming out or something like that.
And that's also the point in here, because if you have 3 trainings on your field and you go and pop all of them, you probably are not going to lose. You are going for the game in that turn. It's not like, okay, but you only have 4 trainings and you can only use them once in the game, like per card. But like, okay, when you use them, you probably are going for the win.
Or at least you're going to trying to set up a board that wins you the game.
Yeah, so you don't need them anymore. Or if you are playing like 4 and 4 split of memory boost and trainings, like in Mirage's case.
Yeah.
And in the future, when we get the gem memory boosts, you can play 8 memory boosts and 4 trainings.
Well, that is probably going to be too much, to be honest, but like...
Maybe in some decks, but not in Mirage.
Yeah, I could talk a little bit about the scramble cards, which are like they are a new kind of delay, because they have the memory cheat when you play the card, because
they cheapen your evolves.
They cheapen one of your evolve cost by 3, but they cost 2, so it's basically just like it's kind of like training there and now.
It's instant training.
But well, not even training, but like it's like
it's like
it's a protoform basically.
Yeah, protoform or HPD or something like that.
But like you get and I kind of like that more because you need to have something on the board when you play it to get something out of it.
Yeah.
Because trainings and boosts are just like, well, I just play them and search for new cards. And the delay is like, that's memory cheat in a different way because you get to play a Digimon to the field. Probably you're going to play a Digimon to the field when you use the delay because I'm not sure. Well, you could use the scramble delay as this kind of strange like recursion card where you just return the one Digimon you need to the top of your deck, even if you can't play anything with it. But I do enjoy the scramble delays a little bit more, and also I actually love the fact that they go to your hand when you hit them to security.
Yeah, that's
of course they can play you a Digimon when they come from security. They play from trash, I think.
Yeah, from trash at 2000 DPLS.
Yeah, so they don't always play something because maybe you don't have any targets in the trash, but at least they go to the hand.
Yeah, they don't stick to the board like all of these other delay cards that are like, well, memory boost and trainings just come out to sit your field. Okay, you don't get the surge,
but it doesn't matter. It's like
you get free memory.
It's like your opponent. If your opponent is not winning the game there and or like here and there when they like hit those memory boosts and trainings, it's basically like hitting an ice ball. But you don't immediately lose the memory. Your opponent gains the 2 memory on their turn.
Yeah,
it's like delayed ice ball.
They can use it whenever they want.
Yeah, it's like it feels so bad, and that's the one. But maybe they are doing the double colored mem boosts, so they are not learning because they are making more and more these like gain memory.
But to be honest, the 2-colored gem boosts are like fair because we have so many decks that needs memory boosts and they don't have them, like Ragnarokmon and
it's like
I'm blanking. Omnimon deck or the Grace Novamon deck or something like that needs the deck or the memory boosts.
Yeah, and that's kind of like it's like they made a solution to a problem that they had already made themselves by making them memory boosts and trainings, kinda. So it's like, we need those cards because you have made these design choices beforehand with your other like boost cards.
It would be so interesting to have a like big tournament without any memory boosts or trainings allowed.
Yeah, or make the delays once per turn.
Hard once per turn.
Yeah, so it would
they
be
could
like
just like have a rule change in the game that you can only activate 1 delay effect per turn.
Yeah, that is one thing I would actually want to see tested out. As like how would that like change the like? Would you jam like 4 to 8 like boost and trainings in your deck, or would you actually like start to cut them down because you can't actually go through all of them in the game because you can only activate 1 per turn, and then it becomes actual like deck building choices like how many can I play, so I draw enough of them but not too much of them.
It's not a choice nowadays, it's just okay, I played at least 4 trainings and do I want to play memory boosts?
Or in some cases you could play more memory boost and less trainings.
It depends on the deck. Like,
but like it's like you more than likely you are going to play multiples of like trainings and mem boost, and together they probably form something around 4 to 6 most of the time because there's not that much cost to playing them.
Yeah, and then there is like Shine Greymon that could use like red and yellow trainings or memory boosts.
Yeah. And it's strange because we have some of these like double colored decks are like truly double colored, so you can just choose one color of training and it always works or something like that. But then we have these Ragnarosmon and stuff that are like
single colored cards
and black, but single colored cards, and then you're like, I can't really play trainings or boosts in this.
Yeah.
And one of the things with delays, we don't yet here in English game, at least, we don't have way to interact with options on the board.
Yeah.
So delays are like untouchable resources your opponent have that you need to like, and sometimes opponent gets them like kind of randomly when you attack, or like Belzemon gets when they mill Rival's Barrage, they just get it to the field, or other decks that use Rival's Barrage, they just mill it and they just randomly got a new resource on their board that they can use later on. So it's like sometimes you don't even have to do anything to get something, which is kind of like, I don't think that's the right way to make cards.
Yeah, and then we're going to have the like first delay removal or option card removal in BT18 with the Lusamon delay card.
So we are trying to correct a mistake with the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's only for Lusamon. It's basically only for Lusamon.
Yeah, it's like Lusamon was one of the first like Tamer removal. Yeah. There was Swart Defeat and All Delete before that, but Lusamon was the first one to really use it. On Lusamon Chaos mode, there was no Lusamon deck in BT7 yet, but like, and now it's back to Lusamon, and Lusamon is not even a good deck.
Probably not.
Yeah, at least in 3 weeks in Japanese meta it has not done like
anything.
Yeah, it won like 1 weeklies.
But anything can win 1 weekly. So it's like,
yeah.
I have won weeklies with Sakuyamon in like BT when Shine Greymon was a thing. Or something.
BT13.
Yeah, so it's like winning weeklies is like, it's fun and nice, but it doesn't tell us anything about the like the metagame. And so it's like, why print out this effect to like such a like niche thing as Lusamon? Like, okay, maybe it's like lore-wise nice or something.
Yeah,
but like we probably need some pretty universal option.
I would
removal.
love to have a white option card that was like even like 4 to 5 cost, and it says like remove one of your opponent's option card.
I would even go as far as maybe print out a like white option card. I don't know what it would cost, but just make it so that every option card on the field just gets trashed.
Yeah, that would be nice. Like an 8 cost or even 10 cost option card. Remove, trash all option card from the field.
Yeah, but probably if it cost 10, it would not be.
Or maybe 8. Yeah. Or 7. Make it playable with Bielstarman.
But yeah, it's like just see them make a option card that is like delete one of your opponent's on field or remove whatever the wording is in those cards, like put one in the trash from your opponent's side, and then it has delay gain 2 memory.
Or one thing could be like you could have a delay on your option card when you play it from hand, but then, and it could be like gain 2 memory or something, but then when you get it from security, it had like destroy one of your opponent's 3000 DP or less Digimon.
Yeah.
And then it goes to trash.
Yeah.
That would help so much.
Yeah, it should be something like that, because now it's just like the boosts and the trainings are too good in what they do. And even a little bit same problem is with like the Jesmon is not a good deck, but their delay card is like super efficient.
The Master the Disciple, because it gets the surge also.
Yeah, for some reason.
That's one of the better cards.
Yeah, that is
delay cards.
That is one of the like most broken delay cards, but it's in a deck that isn't good enough, so it doesn't break the game.
Yeah.
But like those kind of effects are like too good.
And you can pair it with trainings that is mad.
Yeah, because that's not. It just cheapens your next evolve.
Yeah.
And then you can just stack training on top of it and go. Yeah.
Fair and balanced.
Yeah. But that is what we are kind of, or at least what I'm thinking, and you.
Yeah, I'm on the same line because.
Of course, I do still like. Of course, I play the game. I go through the delay motions in like I do play trainings in my decks. I'm not cutting trainings just because I hate the mechanic or anything like that. You need to play those if you want to succeed. So it is what it is. But I still think the cleanest answer or how you would correct the delay is to make the rule change that delay is a hard once per turn keyword. Yeah. And then you could like start doing things like, okay, maybe you have more delays that are end of your opponent's turn. And then you would need to like, then you would have like this, okay, I can technically activate 2 delays in one turn cycle because I can activate a delay on your end of turn.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So it's like, it would give you even more design space to like go through maybe.
Yeah.
But I still think it would be interesting to, and the cleanest way to answer this like delay metagame we're having right now, and then you wouldn't need to like worry if your opponent has 1 training or boost or something on the field, that if you hit more from their security, you just gave them more memory on their turn. No, you just gave them more memory further in the future, of course, but like
it's delayed.
It's delayed indeed, and it doesn't like immediately bite you back if your opponent is like getting a level 3 or level 4 out of their raising, and you just gave them another like memory boost or training, and then they can just go, okay, I have 2 trainings, I go to like level 6 with like 1 or 2 memories from there, for if you have a level 4.
And it would be much more like rewarding to play those floodgates.
Yeah.
If they could be just played like once per turn, because
and maybe
then if you answer the delay once, they could try to remove it, and they probably use memory for that, and okay, then they can use 1 delay. So it would feel much better.
Yeah, they couldn't just like answer your floodgate and then use all memory, or like use all the delays they were not able to, but then they would just unlock 1 delay after that. So it's
and that would maybe like get them their lost memory back that they used to get rid of your floodgate.
Yeah. So it's like now there's the danger that when your floodgate gets removed, it literally opens the floodgate, and then your opponent suddenly got access to like 4 or 6 memory or something. Even if they used like some memory to remove your dude, they gain even more back. Especially if it's just like, okay, I now have to evolve like normally to my Digimon, but then I have like trainings waiting or something.
Yeah.
So that is like what I think about delays as a whole. It's like it's not my favorite mechanic. It could be pretty fun, in my opinion, if you would use them in more interesting ways than just like speeding up the game.
They should be used as like slowing down the game, delay the game.
Yeah, maybe someone could argue, as I said earlier, that maybe those are like needed to like make the swings in the game. But if neither like side has trainings or some stuff like that, would you need that many swings in the game? Like, do you need to swing the game super hard in like one direction?
Yeah.
In like multiple or like different turns. Like if your opponent can't just like go super efficiently to their level 6 or something through the trainings, do you need to have like that much swing power in your delays?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's an interesting thing to think about.
Yeah. Tell us in the comments, what do you feel like? Do you enjoy delays? Maybe you do.
Are we completely wrong?
Yeah, are we just full of...
Yeah. all that good shit.
Yeah, that we are full of. But this is just one of those my pet peeves as a player, because I enjoy a little bit slower gameplay as a whole, so I don't really like these like let's go super ham in like turn 2 or 3, and trainings are an easy way to just like supercharge single turns to like, and we have more and more memory gain in our Digimons and inherits and stuff like that, so those like compound together with the delays to ridiculous amounts.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe this is enough talk.
Yes.
We've delayed this.
We have delayed this enough.
We are so funny.
Of course.
But to listen more of our funny opinions and rambling, please subscribe, consider becoming a channel member to help us out, and we will see you at the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Hirveeksi vaan.
Semmoinen.
Mä en ollut ruudussa.
Mä en kattonut yhtään, mitä mä näytin. Saatettiin se, että onko hyvä, jos sieltä löytyy mitään.
Joo.